Welcome to the Back and Forth, the show by co-parents
for co-parents,
talking about the things that co-parents go through. I'm Kevin, and this is
Chanel.
Let's go. Three.
What is it?
3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Another great week, and of course, we got another great topic.
Yes.
Boy, co-parents, we be hitting these things out the park, and we run across situations all the time. And Chanel, I'm going to turn something over to you, but I'd like to sing a little ditty. I want to sing a little ditty to get you into the mood of taking it over from me.
Okay.
What do you do when this house is not a home? Yeah, I didn't want to go full Luther on you there.
I was gonna say, okay, that's what I'm about, but you never. I'm hardly ever speechless, but that one had me speechless there, Kev. It took me there.
Oh, give it to us, Chanel. What you got today?
All right, so y'all, I came across this in a women's group. Actually, it was a for wives group. Actually, and I was kind of shocked because I felt after reading this, I kind of felt differently about the situation than this mom felt. So let me tell y'all what happened. This is what she said. She says, "I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years." Mm-hmm. For 2 years, and when we met, he knew I had small children at home. We moved in after dating 6 months. I purchased a home on my own, and we moved into this home. A couple months after moving in, he decided to tell me that his daughter, who was 19, wanted to move to California for college, and if it was okay for her to move in. I personally just had a bad feeling and told him I wasn't really open to that and that I didn't want her to come and cause chaos in our household. Okay. By the way, I only saw her about 3 times prior to her moving in. All right, so next, my boyfriend told me that if something ever happened, that he would simply send her back to her mom's and that he would not allow her to come between us. Mm-hmm. 6 months after her living here, everything hit the fan. And she disrespected me and my daughter. And she walks around my home as if she owns it and has this energy that would send anyone running. My boyfriend said he's not going to kick her out, despite it causing issues between him and I. I don't know what to do. My house is not a home right now. I worked so hard to purchase my home for me and my kids, and especially after going through being homeless due to a fire prior to meeting him. If he's not on my side and she's doing all of this, I'd rather just be alone. I just don't know what to do. Kev. You got 6 kids. You know how kids are, even at night. Like, I'm just entering preteen. You know what teenagers are like. You know what young adults are like. Tell us. Give us some wisdom on this thing right here. Because I know I have my thought process, but you always straighten me out. So give us some wisdom on this one.
First of all, you, Chanel, are the queen of your castle. And she bought that home. She said, I purchased a home on my own. She didn't say with his help. She said on her own. Mm-hmm. So, first strike against the father of the 19-year-old. Mm-hmm. Because when you're shacking up with somebody, and I said it, shacking up because they're not married.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And you bringing in some baggage, literally, you're bringing in baggage. His clothes, everything that's in the closet. They got a walk-in closet. You know, he got clothes in the closet too. You know, they've established they have a good enough relationship where she allowed him to move in with them. You know, they move in the house together. Mm-hmm. She's feeling some kind of way, and it's understandable. Mm-hmm. His job in this situation, and I'm being blunt, his job in the situation is to have that conversation with his 19-year-old saying, listen here, you're not about to mess up what I got here. Okay. Because, you know, you come in here, you get an attitude, you're going to have to go back with your mama. Because I'm living here on borrowed time. We're not married. I'm on borrowed time. You know, she can kick me out too. So you want me homeless
Right.
also? You know, I always go back to
That
this.
part.
My commercial, one of my favorite commercials. It's an insurance commercial where the families are driving along in their car, and the animals jump out in the street. It's two squirrels, and they're out in the street, and the car swerves, avoids them, runs off the road, tears up the car. The squirrels give each other a high five, and they're going back across the street. The car's all messed up. The family's jacked up. Ain't got no car no more. And the squirrels going about their business. Same situation right here. 19-year-old moving to the house. Cause havoc. She gonna get kicked out. Done wreck the relationship. And I guarantee that little 19-year-old's going about her business. We have to think about these things. And we have to use that communication tool that we have in our back pocket. That we all have. Because we all can talk unless you are mute. Or you're deaf.
Sign language.
Or you sign language. Or you deaf. Or you blind. Some way, shape, or form, you have to find a way to communicate things. Chanel, I'm not even going with you today. You have to find a way to communicate things with people because that conversation should have been had on the front end. We've had many shows, Chanel, we talked about these conversations should have been had beforehand. I'm quite sure she spoke to him. The girlfriend spoke to her boyfriend about, okay, she can't come in this house messing up stuff because I worked too hard for this. And he, in turn, should have been having a conversation with his daughter saying that blah, blah, blah. We're not going to be having this up in here. I'm going to call your mama just because, or if she come out here and cause mess, I got to send her back to you. Everybody's on the same page. You come in, we have that conversation because when you're 19, you're grown.
You grown.
You're grown. You can't legally drink, but you can legally get kicked out.
Right, and ain't no juvenile. You can go straight.
And
to jail.
we ain't trying squatters rule. You're not gonna come in here and squat in my house and think the police not gonna kick you out because I've been here for 3 months. They can't kick me out. You know, I know how it is out in Georgia. Squatters rules. I know I had a piece of property out there and had a squatter. They get in there for too long. They can say they have residence. Yes,
Yeah.
And so we need to make sure we're on the up and up on this thing. This lady right here has the right to feel the way she does. Her house is in turmoil. And it's not a home right now. And if she's not happy in her castle, then somebody got to be getting out because somebody got to be stepping.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen this. I've seen this on several occasions, actually, Kat.
Yeah.
Where it's all, I'm on hard times, and well, keep that same energy while you over there sucking up my air. Keep that same energy when you walking around being disrespectful. Where's that humility then? When that humility is gone, you got to go. You gonna have to go because, like you said, I'm the queen of this castle. You see what I'm saying? If I can't go to bed moisturized and unbothered, then there's a problem. Which, in y'all's terms, Kev, if I can't go to bed with my peace. Whatever is causing me to not have peace, it's got to go.
Oh my gosh, I'm done because I can't go moisturize and bother.
I have to be moisturizing and bothered every night. And if you are messing all of that up, sister girl, you got to go. I don't know where you're gonna go, but you got to get up out of here. So I'm puzzled because this woman has worked hard to purchase this home on her own. We're talking about down payments, closing costs, taking care of her children. I think she said she had 2 children. So taking care of 2 children and a man. So 3 children. Okay. And still transitioned him into her new home. So, that my patience at that point would already be at a low because if you're not even at a point where you're thinking about us and building together, I don't even know how much longer you're going to be my boyfriend even. Woo! Well, technically you couldn't even be my boyfriend, but I'm just saying I'm trying to, put myself in her shoes.
And, we talk about the co-parenting dynamic on here. And you think about this dynamic. She has children of her own. So she's co-parenting with someone else. He's a boyfriend that's not married to her, moving into this house. So he's helping to raise 2 children that's not his. And now he's not even a stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bringing into a child that he's co-parenting with somebody who's not there. So you got a
Yes.
whole lot of warped up stuff going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
You got somebody moving into your house that's not even yours. That's
Mm-hmm.
not your stepchild
Mm-hmm.
because you're not married.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think she's gonna react? Because I see it happen all the time, and I don't know who these people are, but I see it on TV, on the televisions channels, where people put their foot up on your couch, they put their foot up on your table, and they put their nasty behind up on your countertop in your kitchen. And so, how are you gonna feel somebody coming to your house that's no kin of yours? Because all all skin folk and kinfolk,
Okay.
and you put their narrow behind up on your counter or act like they own your property. What are you supposed to do? And I'm quite sure she probably had some nights where she sat there and was shaking her head, and he probably, "What's wrong, honey?" And she biting her tongue because she's trying to keep peace in her house. But that entity that's causing the unrest, that's causing her not to be moisturized
And unbothered.
and unbothered,
And bothered.
and
Yes.
is sitting in that house right now. And, so it's only a matter of time before something has to give. Either he's got to go or she's gonna have to go.
Or they can both go together.
Well, I'm just saying though.
That's
I'm just saying though. He's got to go or she's gonna have to go. Because if he goes, then
Yeah.
she's going with him. She's not gonna stay behind. So
Well, yeah, I mean,
So
but most likely they're gonna be going together because
Yeah.
if he, first of all, he went back on his word. So
Yeah.
now you're not being loyal to me.
most definitely.
And that I can put up with a lot, Kev. I really can. I was thinking about that last few weeks. I could put up with a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but disloyalty isn't one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. It's just that's a complete deal breaker for me. But the other piece I was going to say is, I know that she don't want to disrupt the peace and or what peace that is left.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say is this: you got 2 weeks.
Mm.
You got 2 weeks on by 3 p.m. on such and such date. You got to be out of here. Period. And I will have it in written form.
Mm.
And
make
the
it illegal.
locksmith will be here at 3:01.
Now I gotta change my
And
locks.
Yes, the
And
locksmith will be here at 3:01,
And the
your
code.
stuff will be at the dumpster at the end of the subdivision
Mm.
if it's not out.
Okay.
Unless you make other arrangements. Now, if you make arrangements, it depends on how you come.
But she's just a
But-
kid.
She's not a kid. We just established that.
Somebody out there
I
saying
mean, I can't.
she's just
I
a
cannot
child.
Be responsible. I cannot be responsible for the way your parents raised you.
And then
That's not within my boundaries of things I control.
And then we just talk about this on one of our episodes. We talk about grown children.
Yep, we did. We sure did talk about that. So welcome to the school of hard knocks of life, and this is what happens.
Entitlement.
This is what happens in real life. Yes. So the locks will be changing, and we don't even know if your dad's going to even have keys to this house.
Oh. Put him out too.
He may not even have keys in his house, child. So I need business. Yes. I've got to be moisturized and unbothered when I go to bed. That's just how I just have to be that way.
Yeah, you cross that threshold. We buy a house or buy a piece of property. Walk into the house. You pray over your house. You don't let those spirits in there. Mm-hmm. If you let those spirits into your house, and they run rampant, all the little imps and everything run around through your house, and you letting them run around in there, you just as guilty. Mm-hmm. And so sooner or later you have to put your foot down. Yes. That goes for all of us co-parents out there who may have kids who move back home. Mm-hmm. Woosah. We love them. We love them, and we love them. But sooner or later, there comes a time and a place when we gotta stop kissing them in the mouth and then try to treat them like they're grown kids and start babying these people. Mm-hmm. Because they are grown. They want to be grown. They want to do grown people things, but they don't have it. They don't have anything established. They don't have the line of credit established. They don't have the savings set up for them so they can go out and purchase their own, and so they rely on you. But what they have to learn is that through communication, we need to tell them that you've got 6 months.
Right.
And in 6 months, we're going to see where you're at. I will check back with you in 3 months to do a follow up and check up with you to see where you're at as far as your savings, or see where your plans are as far as for moving out. Because we can't have more than the grown people in the house that pay the bills walking around here naked.
Okay. And I will. Wasn't expecting that. I just was. That threw me all the way off. What? What is going on? What is going on, Kev?
I'm just saying.
But I was gonna say this. As a parent, we don't want. I'm not saying we should just throw our children out there unprepared.
No, we didn't say that.
We say we give them the expiration dates, but see, what a smart kid would do is stay in communication. So I know I got 6 months. I don't think I can make it in 6 months. Let me check with mom and dad to see if they have any ideas of how this process can actually be successful for me. Yeah. Because I don't want to just wait around and then 6 months later I'm just really for real out on the street.
Wait till the last minute.
Right. So let me check in with mom and dad because they've been around long enough. Maybe they have some ideas of how can I can actually be successful and probably move out sooner than the 6 months. Because I mean, they're making a point that I can't be here forever. And it's kind of awkward to have to walk around naked, and I like walking around naked, and they don't like me walking around naked. So let me just figure this out, and let me lean on them. Let me lean on them to get wisdom on how this actually can be a successful transition for me. That, to me, as a parent, my kid coming to me and leaning on me for that, I would be proud to help them. I will be willing to help them make sure that transition is smooth. But if you just like lazy and just, you're gonna have to learn.
Yep. I mean,
you're gonna have to learn.
And if you want to turn your house into a home, you got to put your foot down. And you're gonna have to say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yes. Absolutely.
Don't go. I mean, I understand that you don't want to come off as unruly or come off as the person that nobody can't get along with. But this is your property. You own this. Nobody around else putting in on the bills. And if they are, it's not helping you out. They're just chipping in. So say what you mean what you say when you're talking to people, and make sure that they received your message. And follow up with them to make sure that they're getting what you're saying. Chanel.
Yes.
Another great week. Another good topic. What you got, and how can we get in contact with you?
Yes. So after you subscribe, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Click like, click share, and subscribe. Make sure you get notified of all of the videos that we have posted. Then make sure you follow me on IG at Chanel Renee Speaks. And all of my links are down in the description below if you want to check out what I have to offer, any of my books, journals, workbooks. All of that stuff will be in the links below at www.pricesandbeyond.org or chanelrenee.com. And so, that's how you can follow me, but make sure you share. Okay? So, Kev, after they share, where can they follow you?
Oh, thank you, Chanel, for asking. It's quite kind of you. Again, sometimes you surprise me. I didn't think you'd turn it over to me. But you can reach me on IG at Kevin_L_Scott on IG. Once you're in there, you can click on the link in my profile and see all the list of things I have, all the different items I have to offer to the co-parenting community. Make sure you take that survey so we can also find out where your some of your trigger points are. I got another survey in there for co-parents to find out, those type of things that I can help you with. As I'm doing this, I don't know why I'm talking with my hands right now. I don't know.
What is going on?
But you can also reach me on IG. I mean on the wwws at teamby.com. That's teambyw.com. I spelled it right. .com. You got it. I'll put it down in the link. So you just
Please.
reach me
Thank
there.
you.
Chanel don't ever let me land this thing, so I'm just surprised she gave me opportunity to come through and say something on the back end of this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I appreciate I appreciate you all, because she actually let me talk on this episode, which usually is very rare. I don't get to say much of anything, so I appreciate her letting me be able to talk. So thank you guys. Might be the last time you ever hear from me, because she's probably going on the show. But thank you all. Hey, stay safe and be blessed. And Chanel?
Yes. Stay out of these streets, okay? The streets are not calling your name. But if you are going to be out in the streets, be safe, but make sure you put God first. All right, Ken?
And that's all we got. See y'all next thing.
See y'all next time.